here because I made a big mistake, honey. I got all dressed up. I got everything set up. And I didn't discover that I didn't have all my cords to record to set up the cameras. And I wanted to record this video tonight so that I could edit it and get it up in the morning. But it did not work out the way I planned because I could not find all of my connector, my cables, my cords and stuff. And y'all know I'm still unpacking from the move. So I decided to just go live and do this video, and it's going to be a teaching live. Like I told you guys, whenever I go live here at the house in Durham, I'm definitely going to be a little bit more professional, and I'm going to be teaching more so than anything. So I still am going to be using the lights, and everything is going to be set up, but it's going to be a little bit more lesson, like class. So tonight we're going to make Italian meatball subs from scratch, not vegan. These are going to be meat. We have ground beef. Walk around so I can show you guys what we have. And like I said, periodically through the video, I'm going to be doing like I did the last time. And I'm going to be stopping throughout the video to show you guys, you know, what step I'm at and what's going on. I can't get my thing plugged up. Hold on, y'all. It's just been a nightmare trying to get the first video recorded and get everything together. But y'all, work with me. So, yeah. That's what's been going on in my world. I thought I had everything together. I was wrong. A couple things are missing. But that's just what it is when you move. I probably have like 1 or 2 more moves left in me. And then I'm going to be like, sis, this ain't going to work no more. But this is pretty much what it is. I'm just trying to get the camera angle right. It's hard to do when you're on live. So, yeah. All right. So, we're going to start out with our ingredients. Let's talk about what we got. I'm going to go ahead and move this. So, what we're going to be using tonight for this video is we're going to need some grapeseed oil or some type of oil that you can use to fry your meatballs in. We're going to be using some yellow mustard, some spaghetti sauce. We have some Johnsonville Italian sausages. We have 2 pounds of ground beef. We have some garlic and herb breadcrumbs. We're going to be using some seasoning salt, some oregano, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. We have a slice of onion, some bell pepper, some cilantro, some parsley, and you're going to need 1 to 2 eggs, just depending on how everything goes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my hot pan on so it can be heating up. I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with chopping up the herbs and stuff that are going to go into the meatball subs. So make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Like, I really can't see what's going on as far as everything because I'm so far away. So please make sure you're leaving comments. Please make sure you're thumbing up. I really wanted to do this video recorded, but it just didn't work that way. So we're gonna roll with the punches and get it done. So I'm just washing my hands. And I already have my pot for my spaghetti, for my marinara sauce. So that's already over there. But yeah, let's just go ahead and let's just start chopping up our onions and stuff. And I'm just really bummed out, y'all, because I really wanted to record this video. And I still might come back and record it later on down the line or something. But yeah, stuff happens. And by the time I realized it, it was too late to go to Best Buy. I went to Walmart. They didn't have the cord I needed. So I was just like, hey, it's just one of those things. So hopefully you guys can see me. I look like I got a good view. But I do have all the lights in here. That's why you guys can probably see me better. I am using my iPhone. Y'all, it's just been crazy, you know. But I was really upset. I spent the last couple days, you know, mapping out the kitchen, like how I was going to set the lights up, how I was going to set the cameras up, and checking everything, and literally the cords are missing. And then I need to get an adapter for my cell phone, and you know, it's what it is. So we just dicing up our onion, which is gonna make me cry. I hate that about onions. Don't cry, mama, don't cry. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and let me go ahead and dice these onions up real quick so that I can get them off this board before my mascara starts to run. Oh my God. So I hope you guys check out the latest video that I put up earlier tonight. I really don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry. Oh my goodness. I feel myself about to cry. Okay. Woo! Paper towel. All right. We're going to go ahead and just drop those onions off to the side to get them out the way. So we won't be having no tears. Okay. Onions to the side. All right. So we're going to finish chopping up our bell pepper and our cilantro and parsley. I really have been enjoying like the process of getting back into filming, but y'all, I'm not going to lie. It is really, really hard and time consuming. I've done makeup videos, I've done clothing hauls, and I'm going to tell y'all, the cooking videos take the most time for me. And I get a little, you know, bewildered. It's a long process. It's a lot of stopping and starting, changing angles. Y'all, my eyes is watering so bad from that onion. Dang. Okay. But I love the process, and I like producing the cooking shows. It's just a lot, and I'm working now. So just trying to get back on track so that I can give you guys the content that I want to give y'all and get back to like having like Bamboo Cafe like all the time. It's just crazy. And I'll be back on here tomorrow because we're going to do fried oyster mushrooms for me because I can't eat this. So I want to do a video that my people who are pescatarians or vegetarians and vegans like to watch too. So we're going to do fried mushrooms, oyster mushrooms. Like, they taste like chicken once you season them. I'm not lying because I had baby Frida eat them. Oh my goodness. Like, oh, y'all, that onion is so strong. It is ridiculously strong. Okay. Whew. I really wanted to. I got all this stuff for y'all. Like, you know, I didn't put my pearls on, girl. But it's okay. It's okay. And I love making like Italian style meatballs. I don't know why. They just be so good. Even when it's not meat. You know, I just really enjoy it. And I don't know why. Alright. So we're going to put this to the side. Pick a side. Pick a side. And we're going to take one of those eggs. And we're going to crack it. And we're going to go ahead and just get... I usually use 1 to 2 eggs, just depending. I'll crack 2 just in case it's not enough to bind. But yeah. And just mix them up really good. Just, you know. And that'll make it easier to mix it into the ground beef and the Italian sausage mix. All right. Let's grab our bowl. And we're going to grab a knife and we're going to split these ground beef packages. And I just grabbed this meat from Walmart. It's not like the most expensive, but it's not the worst meat you can get. But I like it. I used to use it a lot when I was single. because it's just a pound, and you know, it gets it done, and it has good fat content too, like the fatness of it all. It's what I really like. I'm sorry I came on so late. I had to let the phone charge out. I was a hot mess running. I had to throw clothes on over my dress. I had to touch my makeup back up. It was real crazy. Like, I was real frantic. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, how do I not know that the main cord is missing? Like, I don't know what happened to the cord. It wasn't with all the other 500 cords that I have. Y'all, I have so many cords and plugs and things for these cameras and these lights, and then I got a mic, and I got to get another adapter for the mic. Y'all, it's crazy. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I see now why when YouTubers get bigger, let me wash my hands to get the brown beef off. I see now when they like channels get bigger or whatever, why they start getting assistants and stuff. Especially like the ones who have like the cooking channels and stuff, because it's a lot of work. And it does give you low key a little bit anxiety. Just knowing how much stuff you have to do. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just put all of our seasoning in so that we're not touching stuff with our meat hands. And we have some seasoning all. We have some onion powder. And you don't need to use a lot because you're gonna have the Italian sausage in there. So we're gonna use some oregano, dried oregano, because we couldn't find any fresh today. Our onions are already in there. We're gonna add in a little bit of mustard. I like to add mustard to mine. Ugh. All right. Our onions are already at the bottom of the bowl. I am gonna use a spoon to start out. We're gonna go ahead and drop all of our cilantro and parsley in there. And then we're gonna grab a spoon and we're gonna start mixing. Which one is it? All right. We just start mixing stuff up so we're not sticking our hand too much in there right now. This is just to get stuff started. Don't lose it, don't lose it. If y'all hear noise, it's my my husband in the background. He's doing his late night calls for work and stuff, and like on a business call. I really wish I had some Worcestershire sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and pour our eggs in there, which we're gonna need both of those eggs. I'm gonna bring my pan over and let it start getting hot. It's gonna take a couple of rounds of the meatballs, frying them. So yeah, I'm only gonna fry so many of them tonight. And we're gonna go ahead and start putting our breadcrumbs in. I don't usually measure, but I'd say start off with a cup to a cup and a half. And the breadcrumbs are gonna like help it stick, come together. It's gonna, what do they call it? I'm forgetting all the terms. It's gonna basically help it, a binder. It's a binder with the eggs. And this is a good base for a meatloaf too, y'all. Let me put a little bit more breadcrumbs in there, and then we're gonna go in with our hands. And this is about a cup all together. All right, so let's go in for the kill. And make sure you scoop them from the bottom and you squeezing everything together. Skillet's getting hot. And we're gonna make these meatballs kind of fat too. I'm not gonna use all of this meat tonight. Whatever I don't use, I'm going to probably put in the freezer for later. Once you mix this up, you don't have to use it all at once. But I am gonna make enough to do 2 subs. So let me wash my hands again before I touch my oil. Get all that greasy stuff off. I know y'all like this. Wash your hands a lot. Yes, I do. When I'm playing with raw meat, I wash my hands a lot, and you should too, because you don't want to get sick. All right, let's move all the trash. I'm gonna come around and take some questions. Hold on, y'all. All right. I'm gonna come around and take some questions so you guys can see what is going on tonight. All right. So you guys can see what's going on. You guys see the skillet? All right. Let's go ahead and don't try that at home. Put some oil in there so the meatballs won't stick. And we're gonna ask some questions. And I'm gonna bring y'all in so you guys can see what's going on. What's up, baby Mobile? Hey, honey. What's up? All right, so I'm gonna angle you guys down so you guys can see what's going on in the pot. Let me just make sure gotta make sure you stir it up right, y'all. All right, so now we're gonna take our meatballs and we're gonna make them this size. Yo, that camera is mad crooked. Meatball is mad crooked. Hello, everybody. Hey, honey. And we're just gonna get them brown enough so that they can go into the sauce. And you got to think too, like these meatballs are going to shrink. They're not going to be like the ones I did, the faux meat ones, because they're real meatballs. Y'all should smell them, y'all. Like when I make a meatball sub, like I make a meatball sub. And you don't want to overcrowd the pan. I'm gonna put one more in there. I'm gonna put this back here right quick for a little bit and wash my hands, and we're gonna start chopping up some celery. I mean, not celery, some parsley and cilantro to go into our sauce. Because as these brown off, we're going to add them into the sauce. As y'all can see, they are cooking. We got our tongs right here. I am still crooked, y'all. I don't know what is going on. Why am I still crooked? All right. That is driving me crazy. AF. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open our sauce. I'm going to go ahead and remove the mustard. We already have some cheese. We're going to go ahead and start turning these. As y'all can see, they're starting to get brown. Can y'all see them? Alright. So we're going to go ahead. And I usually just use 1 can of sauce unless I'm doing a whole bunch of them. But like I said, the rest of that is probably going to either be turned into a meatloaf, or I'm going to go ahead and make some more meatballs with it. But most likely, I'm going to add some more stuff to it and turn it into a meatloaf. So that misto will have food when I'm gone back to Virginia Beach. So we got our sauce in there. And I'm going to grab some parsley and cilantro. I've already rinsed them. I just kept them connected. And that's going to go into the sauce. I like to put fresh herbs in my sauce, y'all. It just helps me feel better about the situation. Y'all see those meatballs? And we're going to do like 4 more. But I'm going to go ahead and have the sauce starting to heat up. Y'all, I can't wait for COVID to clear up. And I just, because I miss doing cooking demonstrations. I miss working. I really want to rebuild my catering business here in Raleigh and work between here, Raleigh, and Virginia Beach. I want to be able to do the cooking demos. I want to be able to get out and meet people. Like, I feel so trapped right now because of COVID. Like, and I'm hoping everything will get better. You know, I'm hoping that this stuff will go away. At first, I was considering not getting the vaccine, but I just want to be like, I want my life back, you know. So that's what's pretty much pushing me towards thinking about getting the vaccine so that we can get things back to normal. Because I am truly tired of being, like, confined. Alright, so we're going to take that cilantro and that parsley and we're going to drop it over into that pan, that pot. And we're going to add some dried oregano in there. A little bit of garlic powder. I wish I had some fresh garlic or some minced garlic, but I don't have any. I'm still like trying to shop. Like I have stuff everywhere. It's so crazy, y'all. What else do I have down here? Okay, so I guess that's pretty much. And I have some basil. I hadn't opened it yet. Alright, so let's add some basil in there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the eye on. Alright. So that it can be heating up. And then I'll get ready to add some more meatballs into that sauce. But you want those meatballs to have a little bit of a crust on it. So we're going to go ahead and add that sauce. I'm going to give it a stir so you guys can see it too, see what it looks like. So this is what the sauce looks like before it goes on top of the stove. And I'm going to add a little bit of water in there, maybe like a fourth of a cup, just to thin it out a little bit. And like I said, you want the meatballs to get a little bit of a crust on them, because that's going to give them the flavor. I know my neighbors be smelling my food. Oh my God, I be so embarrassed sometimes, y'all. Because I feel like my neighbors be trying to figure out, like, who is the fat bitch always cooking. And then I had the windows open today. Well, not the windows. I had the blinds open today so I could get some light in the house. And I was setting up all my camera equipment, and I just noticed that my neighbor, like, people were walking by and staring, and I was wondering, like, what the hell they staring at. And I know they were probably looking at all the cameras and the lights and everything. But, you know, it is what it is. I can get rid of this. I try to clean as I go when I'm cooking. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and take these over to the stove and put them in the pot. Put the lid on. And now we're going to start dropping some more in there. And as far as the rest of it, I'm going to put it in a loaf pan and make a meatloaf. I don't even really have to do anything with it. I'm going to make about 5 more meatballs to go in. Well, 3 more. Maybe 3 more. 3 more to put in here. So he has like a nice couple of meatballs. And then it's just like a small meatloaf just for him because he's here by himself and I don't eat meat. And he'll probably eat this tonight and wake up tomorrow and have some for lunch because he loves meatball subs. And you know your meatballs are ready to turn. Like when you put them in the pot and if they're the pan and they're still sticking, then that means leave them the F alone. Now once they start wiggling and moving, that's how you know you're supposed to turn them. But if they're still sticking to the pan, just leave them alone so it's getting ready to move. doesn't take long for them to cook. Once you start frying them, like they only need about 15 to 20 minutes to cook in the oven. On the stove, on top of the stove. Just washing things down. And let me see if he wants me to turn the rest of this into a meatloaf. And if he does, then that's what we'll do. And I'm just going to use my glass pan. And I'll just put it in there and we'll have a meatloaf. The meatball, I'm putting like 10 piece meatballs. The rest of the brown meat and stuff like that, you want to turn into meatball first? Alright, y'all, so we're going to turn the rest of it into a meatloaf. And all we're going to do, and this is a good meatloaf recipe, like no cap. So we're going to go ahead and just push the rest of it into the loaf pan. Got you a meatball sub and got you a meatloaf. I mean, got you a Italian, a meatball sub and a meatloaf out of one meal. Like, I really try to, like, make things stretch. The only thing I would do different is I would add a pack of the Hidden Valley Ranch in there. But yeah, there's his meatloaf. And I'll take some of that gravy from the marinara sauce from that and put it on here. Put this in the sink. Well, next to the sink. And while those meatballs are frying, wash your hands real good. Oh, that smells so good, y'all. Alright, let's get ready to flip these. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. So let me go ahead and heat my oven up. So the oven is heating up for the meatloaf. And we got 2 meals. Because he's probably going to eat a half of the meatball sub tonight. And then he'll eat the other half tomorrow for lunch. And then he can store this in the refrigerator. Y'all, I had videos planned to record. Like, we were supposed to do our $10 video with the chicken and rice. I just don't know how it's going to happen now. Because I got to order the card. It's going to take like a couple days to get here. I don't know what happened to the card, y'all. I be just trying to figure it out. Trying to do too much. Can't too much. But I do want to bring the channel back to where it was. So it's going to take a while. I mean, I knew we were going to be leaving Alabama and everything. And my makeup looks really crazy because it was for, like, editing and the camera stuff. So please forgive me. But I really was expecting, like, once we got to North Carolina for things to be completely different. Like, I thought we would be in a place soon. I didn't, you know, it was nothing worked out the way I planned it. When it was time to get to North Carolina, I was here. We was house hunting. That didn't work out. Then I went to stay with Frida. Now I'm back and forth between here and Virginia. So everything's been crazy. It's low key, kind of stressful, but I'm dealing with it. It's the way I'm living now, traveling from here and there. It's really not that bad. It's really not a mind thing to me because I do this a lot in my 20s. I would live in different locations. I would travel for work. When I didn't want to be somewhere, I would leave, find a roommate, or get a small one bedroom apartment. When it was time to go, I would, just sell everything or whatever. But it's different now. Um, my old body can't handle it, honey. Like, it's low key wearing me out a little bit because I really would like to be here to focus on getting my room, my office together, finishing up my kitchen, getting the cooking channel back up and running full swing, promote my channel here, um, and having fun. What fun we can have right now, but it's an experience. I'm just thankful that I can get on and record. Thankful that you guys have decided to tune in and watch all the shenanigans that's my life. And it's nothing really much else. We do our live videos. Our meatballs are cooking. You know, pan in so y'all can see what they look like. You know, they cooking. It's about time for me to flip them. And then we got the other ones on the stove that's in the pot, and I'm gonna take the camera over there so you guys can see it. But I'm enjoying myself. Y'all. Y'all see where I broke out at? That looks great. Thanks, honey. Oh crap! Oh my god! Oh my god! See, equipment ain't on right. It's a mess, honey. That was not supposed to do that. Is you what I'm talking about? Jesus Christ. Forgive the scars on my chest, y'all. I had an allergic reaction to something. Y'all, I've been through it this year already. 2021. Please do not be a preload to 2020. That's all I'm saying. Look, my lipstick all crooked and stuff because I had to throw my mask on trying to run to Walmart. Darn it. Okay. So let's flip these meatballs. They crusty. They're building a nice crust. That's what we want. And we're going to go ahead and put that meatloaf in the oven. Nibble. Let me grab something out of the office. Got our other little contraption so you guys can see what's going on with the meatballs in the pot. Okay. Let's get everything set up on that side of the stove. See y'all. I'll show y'all the lights and stuff. Everything was kind of set up, y'all. We kind of rigged up around here right now. All right. So oh crap. All right, y'all. I figured out how to get the perfect angle at Baby Frida house, and now it's trial and error here. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and bring those other ones over. Okay, so y'all see how they look. And as you can see, they've shrunk down some. So we're gonna let them cook for a few minutes. And we got our bread. They're gonna cook for about a good 15-20 minutes. And let me turn everything around so you guys can see. Let me cut this off. So they're gonna cook for a good 15 to 20 minutes. And while they are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and wash up some dishes. Well, I guess I can just sit down and talk to y'all. Y'all, it's been crazy. Hopefully my neighbors are not hearing me so they won't give me a noise complaint. I already got in trouble for the trash. Yo, I am so glad I put that glass protector on my phone. It's gonna be time to replace it soon because sis, I already cracked the screen. Not the screen, but the little glass protector on the screen. So yeah. So those meatballs need to simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. I say 15 because they're pretty much done. It doesn't take a long time for them to cook. You can pretty much tell that they're done when they start to like break up and you start to see little chunks of it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this stand. It's just time for a new ring light on top of that. So yeah, any questions you guys want to ask me? I don't know if it's anybody on here who's watched the lemon pound cake video, but I keep getting a lot of questions about that video. Yeah, the recipe for that cake is in the description bar. I get people mad at me all the time about that video. Like, you didn't tell us the recipe. You know, we ain't got no measurements. You just putting stuff in there, and I really want this cake. Y'all, I swear to God. All of the old videos, I was really good about putting the recipes in the description box. That's when I would stay up all night, when I was just here on YouTube, giving my whole life to YouTube. And I'm really trying to get back to that. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Y'all, I'm tired. I have one more day here in town. I'm gonna try in the mornings to get up and go to Best Buy and see if I can find that card so I can do that video tomorrow. We do not need another 2020 repeat. Hey, honey. Thanks, honey. Ow, y'all make me feel so pretty. Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, I did the video for Redbird. I'm not going nowhere, y'all. This is how I used to dress all the time. And when I first started, I always put my makeup and my hair big. I've always had humongous hair. I've always worn pearls. If you check out my old videos, you guys will always see that I always had makeup on. Something happened. I lost my mind. I lost my mind between 2019 and 20. And I had a lot of times where I debated if I still should do YouTube. I was really kind of depressed a lot. I was in therapy. Like, all those videos of me talking about going to therapy, all that is up here on the channel, honey. I changed the name of the channel because I was going through a lot. And I was trying to find myself. I changed my hair balloon when I turned 35. Y'all, I have been through, I think I had like a midlife crisis. I just felt like a lot of things in my life went right. And 2020 made me really look at my life and people and circumstances and kids and family and friends and where I want to do this year, what I want to be, how I want people to see me. And I'm really trying to get back to being Bam, because this is who I was all the time. Like, and I don't know, I guess I started feeling insecure about looking like this. I was okay with like my natural hair, wearing my braids and my froze. I like my natural hair. I like walking around with a turban on. That is me also, but and I had to learn that it's okay to be that and it's okay to be like this. I'm a Southern woman. I'm a real Southern Belle. I can't hide it. I'm such a Southern Belle. I've been to the funny farm, honey. And y'all gonna get a whole video about that. This is how I like to look every day. Does it always work out? No, but I try to keep my hair big every day. I try to put on a little makeup. It's kind of hard when I'm working because I'm wearing a mask and stuff. But this is what I want to look like every day. This is how I feel I should look. For some people, it might be over the top, but yeah. So, I mean, this is just kind of like me coming back around to myself. This is how I started YouTube, and this is how I continue. I plan on continuing it, unless I'm in the kitchen with Baby Frida and it's late at night and we just cooking. But I would never go out of the house without my makeup on, not because I was insecure or anything. I always kept my hair in rollers. I always kept my hair big. I've always had a big hair, a squeaky voice, a big personality. My boobs are gone, but this is just how I am. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel happy like this. And I don't feel like, because I've broken myself down. I really broke myself down to the bare minimum to see if it was just me hiding all my pain behind my makeup and stuff. I love being with Baby Frida. Baby Frida is like my spirit, part of my spirit. Oh no, honey, you fine. But this is what I like to look like. I'm a real Southern Belle, y'all. And I used to not like that, but I am, and I can't help it. I am so fucking country. Like y'all have no idea. Like in secret, I'm so country. When I make collard greens and cornbread, I literally eat them motherfuckers with my fingers. Like I mush my cornbread up in my collard greens with hot sauce, and I eat them with my hand. I'm that kind of country. I don't like shoes. I love having nice shoes, but I don't like wearing shoes. I like dresses. I love sundresses. And I like red lipstick and big hair. And so I feel good about myself, whether my hair is done, my makeup is done or not. But this is just who I am, and I had to learn that this is okay. Because a lot of people made me feel like, especially being an army wife, like this wasn't okay. Uh, and I think I suffered from identity issues because I just wanted to fit in with the rest of the wives. I wanted them to like me, and they still didn't like me even when I toned down or whatever. I think the blonde hair really made them hate me. I think the blonde hair was kind of me like telling them fuck you. So yeah, it's just been a lot, y'all. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things are gonna continue to change. Some for the good, some for the worse. I'll say that. Um, but life don't stop for nobody at all. And 2020 definitely showed me. Show me that, and I'm trying to figure out what 2021 gonna tell me. You do really hurt yourself, but I had to learn that me wanting to be accepted is just some of those things that um I've always wanted to be accepted, and I never felt like I was really ever accepted. I always felt like an outsider. Um, so I guess I became a people pleaser so that they would accept me, and then when they would cross me or do something real strange to me to hurt my feelings, I'd act like a fucking animal. slightly crazy, and I needed to be vaccinated, like rabies crazy, because I just wanted to be loved and accepted. But I've learned to love and accept myself, no matter what size I am, no matter what my hair looks like, no matter if I have makeup on, if my skin is breaking out, if my skin is flawless. It really took me a long time. So the only problem I have now is trying to figure out, y'all, if I, if children, if I want to be a mom. I really want to be a mom. That's the only thing I'm struggling with right now. Oh, thank y'all. You know what? The craziest things is some of I'm not really good at making friends. And I think I've told y'all this before. Um, so after going to therapist, my necklace was twisted. So after going from therapist to therapist, for me, for a long time, I finally got a therapist in Alabama. And we finally came to the conclusion that I'm on the autism spectrum. And I was supposed to get my testing done. Um, but COVID hit, so I have to reschedule. I have to find another therapist. So they do, they say that I'm on the spectrum, and the spectrum for girls is totally different than it is like not the spectrum, but the way autism presents itself in girls and in boys or women and men is totally different. Women who have autism, they tend to mimic, they learn to adapt, they learn to um, hide their autistic behaviors. They talk with their hands a lot. So I know y'all see I talk with my hands a lot. They're very expressive. They got a lot of faces. You guys, if you've been here, y'all heard my creepy voice that I talk in sometimes when I get anxious. They tend to have things that they're like super, super attracted to, things like that they love to watch, or they tend to romanticize certain things. They tend to have things that they're really attracted to. And I'm one of those people, I love Christmas movies. I watch them year round. I can't stop watching them once I start. I have this look of perfection in my head, and that's a part of the what women and girls who have autism, a lot of them do. We tend to express ourselves a lot more than guys. Um, and what else? Just a lot of different things that it took me a long time to realize. Like, y'all, I love princess stories. I love romance princess stories. I've watched every princess adult movie or cartoon that you can find. Yeah. So I'm okay with it now. And I almost feel like I don't want to go get a diagnosis because I know what it is. It's not going to change anything about me. I do have a hard time. Like, things have to be explained to me in a way to where I can understand it, because some stuff fly right over my head. Um, I'm very sensitive. Um, I pick up on people's energies a lot easier, and people really creep me out. And I have outbursts um, when I get upset, and that's what it is. But I'm okay with it, and if ain't nobody okay with it, it's fine. Um, but I think that what caused me to have more problems and what really made it show up is when I started trying to change myself, and I stopped trying to I stopped masking for a little bit, because sometimes like that's not a good thing to mask. So I stopped masking. I tried to break up routines and like little rituals that I would do, and it did not help me. So I had a really good therapist who, I really miss my therapist. But I had a really good therapist who helped me get through a lot of it, and she started teaching me ways to cope with the things that I do, and letting me know that it was okay. It's not weird. It's not scary. And I'm fine with it now. Only problem is other people ain't fine with it. Because it makes other people a little uncomfortable, and I don't mask as much as I used to. Another thing that came out of not masking is I stopped pulling my hair out at the back of my neck. I would constantly pull and pull and pull until like I was getting bald spots at the back of my neck of my hair. So I finally stopped doing it, and I've been doing that since I was a little girl. And that's pretty much it. So 2020 was crazy. 2019 was strange, and I just want some normalcy in 2021, honey. Okay. But I'm okay. If I never get a diagnosis, I know what it is. I'm sure I've talked to people. I've talked to other women. I talked to another therapist before. Um, I had IEPs all the way through from elementary to high school. I'm going to say that I am 100% sure that my dad is on the spectrum because he has no emotion. He has no ability to connect to people emotionally. I can cut people off real easy if they hurt my feelings. Like I can disattach myself from people, so I have to really be careful with that. Or I get too attached to people. It's either one or the other. Um, but I'm gonna give a 100% shot and say my dad is definitely on the spectrum. I think one of my sisters from my dad is on the spectrum too because we have a lot of the same problems. As you guys know, I have a nephew who has autism. He has Asperger's, and yeah. So it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to hide. I'm not surprised. I didn't talk for a long time when I was little, and when I did start talking, I never shut up, and that makes me happy because it's good for YouTube. It's good for entertainment. But I do have times where I need to be alone. I have a lot of times like that. Like sometimes I'll take trips by myself and I will go completely silent on everybody. I'll talk to like my sisters. I'll even call my husband. I'll call him, but I'll talk to my sisters, and that's it. I won't post anything. I have time. I have to have those times where I go silent, and especially like when I'm going through a lot, like the last couple months. I didn't want to. I didn't want to get on camera. I didn't want to deal. I didn't want to talk to people. I walked into my job and asked for a job, and I didn't even know what I was thinking when I did it. So I was like, "Are y'all hiring?" And I literally pulled my resume off of my phone and showed it to her, and I got the job. But I was looking crazy that day because I was ticking. I was really going through it, and yeah, that's what it is. It's a hot mess, y'all. I can talk about it, and women and girls who have autism, they tend to be able to do that a little bit more. It presents itself different in girls and women. I don't feel like anything. I don't think that people who have autism, I don't think that there's anything wrong with them. I just think it's how we receive information and output it, which is basically what they told me. Um, and if you guys were around me in my day-to-day life, y'all be like, I have no filter at all. You guys would be shocked. And yes, one of the traits of is anxiety. So I've gotten control of my anxiety, a lot of control of it. And that's because I've gotten control of my tics and doing like little things. Like I'm not walking around. For a long time, I was walking around talking in a creepy voice. And I couldn't figure why I would do it. I would always change my voice and make weird noises and stuff. I think I may have talked about it here on the channel. And even when I do my ASMR videos, I talk in that creepy voice. Hold on, let me check the meatball. And some people really like it. We got a few more minutes. And then I'm going to get the bun ready. I'm going to put half of it. So let me get a pan out. Not the bun pan though. We don't want this yet, but y'all hold on to this. I'm going to make a buttermilk pound cake sometime next month. So y'all hold y'all horses for that video. So I don't you guys have to be around me. My coworkers, I think they think something wrong with me. Most people who know me no, but yes, I do have anxiety, and that's one of the things. I have anxiety, I have depression, I also suffer from PTSD. I think I've talked to you guys about that. And that's just because I am a child. I survived childhood sexual assault and physical abuse and mental and emotional abuse. So that's another thing that took me back, that keeps taking me to therapy. At one point, I thought about getting on medication in 2020. And at some point, I may have to. But right now, I'm coasting. I'm fine. I wouldn't be on camera. Because some of y'all be spotting it. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm just ready to see what 2021 is gonna do. I'm happy. Things are constantly changing. Things are gonna keep changing. But I'm definitely going to try to stay here on YouTube as much as possible. I was really freaking out tonight. Like I had a real big freak out. I was low-key panicking and sweating because I could not find that camera cord. I drove to Walmart. I literally put a shirt on over my dress and some pants, no socks. I almost left the house without a jacket trying to find a cord so that I could record. Because in my mind, I felt like, oh my God, I gotta record tonight. And I'm like, okay, why don't you just go live, doofus? But that's just one of the things I have, you know, that's what it is. But yeah, I'm just chilling. And those meatballs are smelling good, but I can't have any. I'll take a little taste, but I'm gonna cut the sub in half. And I'm not gonna put any bell peppers and onions on it because he don't eat that. He just like the cheese, the sauce, and the meat. So let me wash my hands and we're gonna get to cutting up this sub, this bread. And we're gonna toast it. Gonna get some butter for it too. Meatloaf almost done. Alright, so we have our cheese. We have some mozzarella cheese. And we have some butter. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this. I'm gonna do like 3 pieces because I know he's not gonna eat all of this tonight. And I just got this from Walmart, y'all. Nothing special. what I like to do is just peel out a little bit of the inside of the bread. So that those meatballs can sit in the sub. And we're gonna just put a little butter on there so that it'll melt when I put the meatballs in there. The cheese will melt. I just put some on the top. And I usually just stick it in the oven because the meatballs are done. All right, let me grab some and put them in there. All right, y'all. So we got our stuff, and we're gonna add some cheese on. If I can get it open. Why do they make it so hard to open? All right, so we're gonna lay 2 slices across. I'm gonna bring it around so you guys can see it. Well, let me move the cheese so you guys can see the meatballs. So those are the meatballs made from scratch, as y'all can see. And I'm gonna lay the cheese, and then I'm going to pop it in the broiler for like 2 or 3 minutes. And it's already starting. All right, let's get a plate to put it on. Let's get one of those. We got our plate. We're gonna put our cheese and butter up. Hopefully my neighbors don't hear me. They probably shouldn't, but I won't be surprised. Check it. Oh, it melted quick. Honey, that broiler ain't nothing to play with, okay? Y'all, this is a really good stove. It's also convection. So it's a convection oven too, and it's a really good stove. All right, y'all. So that's the meatball sub. There it is, made from scratch. Look at the cheese, look at the meatballs. That's it, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about it. I can't eat this, but I will have a taste of a meatball. Let me go drop this off. y'all. So I'm gonna cut half of one meatball so I can taste it for y'all. I don't call myself a vegan anymore. It's impossible to be vegan with what I do, because I like to. I still want to be able to serve masses. So I'm never going to be a complete vegan. So I just say plant-based because I do taste things sometimes. And I'm okay with that. You can't make food for people and not know what it tastes like. Like, that's just not going to work. But I will taste things sometimes. But I won't right now just right out either. I mean, I have my moments where I get weak for seafood. But I've even gotten better with that. So let's taste a piece of it. Come around so you guys can see. That's really tasty, y'all. I cut it because it was hot. So this is what it looked like. Y'all see all that seasoning in there? So maybe in a couple months, I'll revisit this and do it the right way. But I didn't want the meat to be sitting around. The meatloaf is cooking, so all I have to do is make some mashed potatoes tomorrow to go with that. If I can find that cord, lift this thing up a little bit. If I can find the cord for my camera in the morning at Best Buy, I will go ahead and do the $10 video. I'll go ahead, you guys will know because I'll get on here and I'll do the shopping. Now, when I do the $10 videos, the goal is to only spend $10 and to use what you have in the pantry. I gotta buy rice. Can't believe I don't have no rice in the house. But I do have stuff like bell pepper and onion. I keep those staples in, I keep those staples in the house like most people. That's why I try not to eat a lot of meat because I get strangled once I eat it. I think it's a mental thing. But I try to keep bell pepper, onions, and stuff like that in the house. So whatever I buy, it's in the $10 budget because I'm just basically delicious. Basically just using what I have in the house, and then the $10 is to get like the meat and any other herbs and spices that I want to go in there. So cross your fingers in the morning that I can get over to Best Buy and get that cord if they have it. If they don't have it, I'm gonna have to order it, and that's gonna really suck. I'm also gonna see if there's some camera shops here because most likely they will have the cord I need. But if I can find that cord tomorrow, I'm going to definitely record. I was supposed to record 2 videos today and 2 tomorrow, and I'm really bummed out because I have to edit them here. I can't edit them back in Virginia because we don't have Wi-Fi, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get Wi-Fi at Frida House. So y'all keep y'all fingers crossed that I can find that cord so that I can get the videos recorded. Even on the weeks that we have recorded content, I'm still gonna go live and cook with baby Frida. I know you guys enjoy that. She actually be missing y'all when we don't do it. She likes it. She's also thinking about starting her YouTube channel, which I don't know is baby Frida is a fashionista. She is plus size, but her fashion sense is on par. Like, she reads Vogue. She knows how to recreate high-end styles. She's really into like clothes, edgy. She has like an edgy, rock, sophisticated look about her. Frida's shoe game is spectacular. So I have some likes and stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and get her started with YouTube eventually. We all just learn how to use the cameras, how to use angles and stuff. But she's excited, so I'm excited for her. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little long. It's 76 minutes. That's an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 16 minutes. So I will put a timestamp to show so that people can skip through to see when the meatballs came out once I watch the video. I'll put a timestamp in the description bar. Remember, go check out the video that I did earlier tonight. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope y'all know that when I keep going live like this, it actually hurts me. But I miss y'all. And I do enjoy my time here with y'all. I just hate that I got all dressed up today and I couldn't work. But I still feel pretty. And I did get to see y'all. So with that being said, I love you guys. Food is love. Enjoy y'all night. I will see you guys back here. And me and Baby Fruit are gonna get into some more shenanigans again. She enjoyed her shrimp and grits, honey. She had shrimps 2 days in a row. So she wants me to cook something else for her. So you guys will see us getting up to our shenanigans. And let me know if y'all want to see a video of me doing Baby Frida makeup. Because I enjoy doing videos with her. I miss my sissy. If you watching, sissy, I miss you. I call her sissy, y'all. I call her Baby Frida and I call her sissy. So I love y'all. I gotta drink some water, y'all. That meatball like low-key choked the fuck out of me. I don't really do that much lately. But yeah, I love y'all. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all back here sooner than later.